Morning everybody, it's Ellie here from The Love of Stitches here on YouTube and also on Instagram. Wow, what a week I've had. Yes, it's been a week. Highs, lows, stitching, you name it. Yeah. So firstly, can I welcome all my new subscribers? I've had quite a few. Thank you for joining me. But I also want to make a big thank you to the lovely Carol Saltbox Stitcher. I haven't commented because I don't know what to reply with, but if you watched her latest video, she gives me some lovely comments and also from comments regarding Yorkshire dolly mixtures as well. So yeah, big thank you so much, Carol. You made my weekend, you really did. I didn't have the best of weekends, but there we go. So welcome to all the new subscribers that have come via Carol. There's quite a few of you, so I hope I meet your expectations, as it were. So grab your cuppa of choice. Yes, I have my Rendale. I was going to get another Rendale out, but they're all in the dishwasher and the dishwasher is on. Other than Christmas ones, I have a few Christmas ones, but there we go. So I had I'll just go through a few questions that I had last week. So last week I had a question from Yadira. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologise if I've butchered that, but Yadira, you were asking if there is a wrong or a right side to fabric. Now it depends on the fabric that you're using. If you're using just a plain base Swigart, there's no difference. If you're using a hand dye fabric, you will find the shading could be slightly different on one side to the other side. So, but if that's the case, just use whichever you fancy. You know, there is no right and there is no wrong side. So if you prefer lots of mottling and, God, that sounded really common, mottling, then use the really heavily mottled side. If you don't like a lot of mottled, I'm getting my mottles all wrong, but there we go. So if you don't like it so much, use the side that's less mottled. You can get printed fabric, and you can tell the difference between a printed fabric, because one side will be just plain, whereas the print will be on the other side. So use the printed side rather. So again, it's just choice. It really is just choice. So just put my coffee there. I can show you on a piece of my fabrics as well, but yeah, it's just mainly choice. And also I've got it all on my iPad here. This is McGinn's. I hope my explanation for my rotation helped. I know my rotation is a bit scatty, to say the least. I'd show you, but my diary is in my handbag and my handbag's upstairs. But what we have is, we've named it 5 of 5. And we pick 5 projects a month and work five days on each. But then running alongside that, we have a feature that the Yorkshire Stitchers have, which is roll the dice. and every March we pick 12 projects. If you don't have 12 whips, you know, you can put new starts in, or you can put one of your whips in a few times, but number them 1 to 12, and then once a month we roll a dice. It's a 12-sided dice, and whatever number comes out, we work on that. So at least, well, all 12 projects you will work on for a month. Now, how I intermingle my roll the dice and the 5 of 5 is I use one of my 5 of 5 slots for my roll the dice, and because the 5 of 5 is only for 25 days, the remainder of the month I will work extra on my roll the dice project. So as we're coming up to near the end of the month, I will be working on Mary 395, because she is this month's roll the dice project. Ali and I will be rolling the dice on Saturday for the coming month. We tend to do it at our meetups at the Red Lion in Burley and Wharfdale, which is sort of like on the outskirts of Leeds and Bradford, and Ilkley in West Yorkshire. So we're meeting there this weekend, and we will do that then. So I will let you know, because Ali and I will be filming on Sunday as well, because it's we tend to do our filming every other week. So if you can't join us, join me again next Wednesday, and I will tell you what the roll of the dice was then. But if you can join us, check out the Yorkshire Dolly mixtures. We need the support, and thanks to Carol, we have got a few more subscribers, which is good, but we still have less than 650 subscribers. So, but there we go. So let me think, what have I been working on this week? Well, last week when I was talking to you, I was umming and ahhing on what to work on. So I thought I would get Red out, which is a memorabilia. Yes, not a sampler. So Red, when I find her, there we go. So this is Red. She's beautiful. I did start her a couple of years ago and then decided I didn't like the fabric that I'm using for her, so I swapped the fabric out. But if we look in my photographs, where is it? There we go. So this was my starting point on Red last Wednesday. You can see that for the glare. So this is some of her cape, and that is her dress with the big flowers on. Oops, don't want to see that. Big flowers on. There we go. So that's my starting point for her. Now, the good news is about looking at that is Caroline, my lovely daughter, is visiting next week, and she's going to show me how to insert pictures. So I'm quite looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing her anyway, because she lives in the south of England and I'm in the north, and it will be nice to see her. And I've not seen her since before Christmas, when me and her dad, my husband, went down to see her. So this is where I am now. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can or not. There we go. So I have got quite a lot of her cape done. So I'm really pleased. So I managed to get a big chunk of that done. And if you can see, that there is actually her hand and the bottom of her arm. Just, which is there. So I've got quite a bit of that done there. So I'm quite pleased with that, how much I got done on it. Now, fabric choice, as I was saying, I'm working on one that is printed. This is a Zweigart. It is 32 count, but it is also a printed Zweigart. So as you can see, you've got some grey mottling on the front, but on the back, it's plain. So you can tell straight away which side you need to be stitching on. So she is going to be stunning once she's finished. And I'm so happy with the fabric that I've swapped her out for. Because when we measured the fabric that I was doing her on, I thought it was a 28 count, but it was more like a 25 count. And the squares, the X's were so big, especially when you're used to using 40. But if you're wondering why I'm having to use a 32 count or a 28 count on them, is because they are heavily beaded, and because of the beads fitting in the right squares. So if you look where you can see some empty blocks there, that is all beaded. So there is quite a lot of beading on there, but she will come out again next month. And if you look, I don't know whether you can see it or not, in her cape there, that's all heavily beaded, and so is her dress and head. So there is quite a lot of beads in there. I would like a few beads. So that is my red. So she will go away again till next month, and then next month we will again work 5 days on her. And if she comes out in Roll the Dice, I will be working extra on her as well. So there she goes, back in her project bag, ready to go. So that is red. Then I thought, what I really need to work on Anne Logan, because I know quite a few of you are working on her. Let me just get her picture out. So I picked up Anne Logan on, might have been Sunday night or it might be Monday night. So there we go. Anne Logan by Wild Starry Snaps. Come on, let's see your progress on her, those that are joining me. So this is where I am at the moment. Let me just get a picture of where I was. See, prepared for a change, she says. So this is where I was when I got her back out. Sorry about the glare again. And she's quite narrow but long, as you can tell by the picture. But this is where I am at the moment. So I was working on her last night. There's a lot of changing of colours because all the letters are all different colours. which I aren't bothered about. At least I'm getting some done. There is gaps in the first couple of rows, and those letters are done in red pear. Unfortunately, I didn't have red pear. I thought I'd got all the colours. Guess again, Eleanor. But that is missing. So my lovely friend Di is coming up this weekend because she's coming to the Red Lion and she's bringing me a skein. So I will be able to fill in missing letters on that and then start working further down. I'm really pleased with how she's turning out, and I'm using 40 count and it is no longer available, but it's Dr. Smith's tonic by Sparkleys here in the UK, but due to dyeing issues we can no longer get it, which is a pity because I really like this fabric. So it is my all-time favourite. It's typical, isn't it? And I've done quite a few samplers on it. So, but there we go, that's Anne Logan. And last night I was working on Anne Logan and I was thinking, ooh, I like that colour, which is in the E and the F there, and it's called Fathom. It's Weeks Dye Works colour, and it's quite a dark colour, but it's a really dark navy. So I'm thinking, and Campion. Then I thought, no, because I'm Campion, because she's a Yorkshire sampler from Whitby, it has to be black because of the Whitby jet that you get, and that is jet black. So she will be done in black, but I don't want to just do her in a DMC black. I'd like to, I might even treat myself and get the 103 for that. 774. But yeah, I might treat myself. I only need, let me have a look. Oh, I only need 1 spoon of the 103 to do that. She is beautiful. So then I thought, what else? I do have a black sampler in my collection that would look really nice in this deep navy. And it's Anne Grimshaw. So I might. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And she's a lovely Yorkshire sampler, is Anne Grimshaw. And talking of Yorkshire samplers, Carol, what are you doing to me? Anne Rayner. When you held the picture up and you said she was no longer available, I couldn't help but start reading the information that was under her. And she's from Wakefield, which is in West Yorkshire, which is just down the road. Oh, between Yorkshire samplers and Scottish samplers, I don't know which is best to do. So if you're wondering why I like my Scottish samplers. What's not to like in the first place? But my dad is actually from Scotland, and so is, without sounding silly, my Auntie Liz, who stitches with me. They were both born in Hamilton, which is just outside Glasgow, so the south of Glasgow. But my granddad is from Greenock, but grew up in Gretna. So yeah, quite a lot of Scottish history in my family tree. So that isn't one of the reasons why I like Scottish samplers and Yorkshire samplers, because clearly I'm Yorkshire born and bred, but I do have a lot of Scottish heritage. So what are we going to do this week? Well, I'm going to work a couple more nights on Anne Logan, see if we can get further down on her. Then the Roll the Dice will come back out, which is Mary 395, so I can work the rest of the month on her. I do have my small to finish for Saturday. She needs to be sewn together, so I'm quite looking forward to the meet-up there, so that should be interesting. And what else? Mine's gone blank. Oh, I did get some new fabric, which is just over there. Now, the fabric that I'm using for red is a Zweigart bait. Well, it's a Zweigart fabric. And I thought I'd try another one, because I do have quite a few memorabilias to stitch on. So this is Zweigart Vintage Pink Marble, 32 count Merino cotton even weave, and it's a fat quarter. Can you see that? And believe it or not, I got this from a seller on eBay. She sells fabric, and I got it from her. So it is brand new. So I've got a few memorabilias that might look good on that. I'm quite pleased with that. Look at the mottling on that. And again, this will be a pink. I've not opened it. It's got things over the seal. But it will be, the mottling will be on one side and it'll be plain pink on the other. But that's the only, that is the only acquisition that I've had over the last few weeks. Which is unlike me, not to have a lot of acquisitions. So, never mind. Right then, I'm going to let you all go. As you know, I have got work. Thankfully, working from home. But hey ho, if I don't work, I can't spend my money on stitching stuff, can I? But thank you again for all the support that you've given me over the last 6 months. And again, tell your friends if you really enjoy us. I want you all to have a fabulous week. I'm sure mine can't be any worse than last week. But there we go. We'll leave that one there. So have a fabulous week. Get lots and lots of stitching done. Let me know if you're working on Anne Logan and how you're getting on. And any questions, just stick them below and I will try my best to answer them. Okay, take care everyone. See y'all next week. Bye.